Hello and welcome to Bannerlord. Oh yes, those words. It soothes my soul, doesn't it you? Yeah, it's only a month to go, or around that time, maybe a month and a half or something like that. We're currently in the custom battle mod for the Mountain Blade beta, and I'm playing as the Battanians up against a bunch of, well, I think they're Vlandian sergeants. And you can kind of see what the crazy stuff that is going on right here. Absolutely crazy stuff. So I'm not entirely sure if I'm actually going to even live through this, but whoa, okay, here we go, yeah. We're having some issues. I don't even know. Are we doing quite well? Yeah, I think we're doing quite well, actually. But yeah, this is literally a 1,000 person battle. If you can imagine that. That is a 1,000 person battle. I have my Fian units from Battania, because I personally feel like Battania is quite a fun faction to play with. And that was it. There you go. It's the mod is called Battle Test, and if you'd like to check it out yourself, if you have access to the beta, then there is a link in the description. Otherwise, as you can see right here, we have 500 on both sides. Soldiers per row, 100. I can actually change that, actually. So let's make... Oh, yeah, let's not do that. Let's do 250, I guess. Let's do 250. So I'm playing as a Fian right there. I think we probably want to try something a little bit different. So why don't we try... I'm actually unsure. Could I... Oh, I can play an Oathbound. Ooh, Oathbound are fun. Yes, they are fun. So I could play that, or I could play... Yeah, let's play an Oathbound. Why not? So let's do Oathbound for me. And then for my actual troops, should we have savages? Let's have a bunch of savages, why not? And then the enemy soldiers are going to be from the Empire, and they're going to be legionaries. How about that? Legionaries? Ooh, I don't know whether we're going to be winning this or not, but this is going to be quite fun to find out. So let's try. All right, here we go. This is... Oh, hello. Okay, yeah, my savages are not... I have a bad feeling about this. I have an absolutely bad feeling about this. Okay, problematic. Okay, so, by the way, there's a free camera mode. And I'm actually unsure. Can I... Nope, cannot issue order while dead. Okay, well, that's perfectly fine. That is perfectly fine. Let's tell our people to charge in. Let's do this. I am very excited about seeing who is actually going to win this. I think we're probably going to lose, I would assume. That is to be expected, after all. Come on, take him down, take him down. I'm not going to be doing that much damage myself, but wow, okay. The spam on the right side of the screen is just insane. Let's actually go into free camera mode and see what's happening here. Look at this. Look at this insanity. Oh, it seems like the savages actually beat them. Can you believe that? I think you might be able to. You might be able to believe it. Wow, that's actually kind of crazy. Yeah, wow, okay. I think we need to try something a little bit different. Okay, so let's go. And, I don't even know whether I really want to... I don't know. Do I want to play anything specifically? Because, personally, I mean, you can play basically anything you want right now. You can basically just choose whatever it may be. Maybe some... You know what? Let's try a bunch of analysis and stuff like that, because I think that could be really fun. So what we'll do is we will try playing, let's see. Okay, so ranged. Let's try Fian troops, right? Fian troops, actually no, yeah, Fian troops, including myself, and we will try those up against some other enemy ranged. So I'm thinking Azarai has pretty good ranged units, maybe. Empire might have pretty good ranged units. So what about the Palatine Guards? Let's have them do that, and then we'll see how that goes. All right, let's do it. Okay, so now who is actually going to achieve victory here? I'm going to go into free camera mode once again, because I feel like this is probably going to be extremely fun to watch. Wow, the amount... What? Look at the amount of arrows flying through the sky right now. My guys are doing quite nicely, but I'm not entirely sure if we're going to achieve any kind of victory here. Now, by the way, here are your commands. You can actually do all kinds of commands. Let's do F6. What does that do? No, nothing. Okay, apparently that does nothing, but maybe it charges them in or something like that. You can actually do formations as well, as you can see. So maybe we want to do, I don't know, like a scatter formation or something like that to try and prevent them from doing massive amounts of damage to us or something. But yeah, let's bring out my bow and do nothing much at all, because apparently I'm terribly... Oh, nice. Okay, we actually hit someone on the arm. I really like the fact that in Bannerlord they're actually telling you which body part you actually hit. I think that is actually a really cool thing. How are we doing, though? How are we actually doing here? Because it seems to me like we're actually getting close to potentially dying. We might actually end up losing this, but if we do... No, I don't think we are. No, so it seems like the Fian so far are extremely powerful. So if there are the same amount of units on either side, usually they're going to come out ahead. And I'm not entirely sure whether that's just because of their amazing two-handed weapon proficiency, because they seem to be really, really good at that. And I'm thinking, can I increase my battle size to 1,000? Can I do that? Can I do 2,000? Do you think that's going to work? I don't think so, but we'll try it out nevertheless. So what about cavalry? Shall we try cavalry, or shall we try something a little bit different? Let's try... let's try the maximum armor infantry from the Crusade. Yeah, spear infantry. Let's try that. Let's try those guys. And then we will go up against the Empire's infantry in the form of legionaries. We've already kind of tried that, haven't we? So what about Sturgia? How about that? Huskarls. Ooh, yeah, Huskarls. Let's try Huskarls. That should be quite fun, shouldn't it? Okay, so let's try that. It might crash with 1,000 troops on either side. Yeah. All right. So note to self: do not have 1,000 soldiers on each side. That just crashes the game. So yeah, probably not the best idea. Anyway, let's make 200 soldiers per row. And should we just go with the... Let's go with the standard, actually. I don't even know where these are from. This is from Vlandia. Okay, so these are Vlandia sergeants. Not entirely sure if I want to see those in action, actually. So maybe we want to just go for skirmishers or something. Or guards? How about some guards? Let's go for that. Versus the Empire's Manavlian infantry or something like that. Let's try that out. If I had not just gone out to the other to the other thing. Okay, let's do these guys. Yep, that's fine. And then we will do spear infantry, something like that. Yeah, let's go for that. Let's see how that goes. All right, I'm on a horse. This is nice. I actually get a chance to try out a bit of a horse here, and well, yeah, I quite like this. You know, I quite like this. I feel like this is feeling really good. You know, it feels quite nice. So yeah, look at that, 94 piercing damage. He didn't die. Oh, he absorbed 18 of it, but still, the point is that that's a lot of. Whoa. Oh my, okay, I did not realize that they were actually skirmishers. Did you see? That is crazy. Did you see all of their javelins just coming out at that exact moment? We have to do this one again. We have to do this particular fight again, because that's just going to be absolutely hilarious to watch. Wow, that's going to be really, really fun. Okay, yeah, so I'm going to have to do that again. And it seems like spear combat is going quite nicely so far. I'm not having too many difficulties actually being, accurate with them. Seems to be working quite nicely. Ooh, crushed through as well. Look at that. There was actually a crushed through little thing that I was able to do there. So that means that if you're traveling at a decent enough speed on your mount, you're probably going to be able to crush through a person's block, which I think is actually fantastic, because it made really no sense in Warband for you to be able to travel at a really fast speed and then not be able to, stop someone's attack. If they're like a lancer or something like that, then it would make no sense for them to be able to block, or for you to be able to block a lancer's attack or something like that. But anyway, what we're going to do, this is going to be quite funny. All right, so let's see if my guys, I can't issue orders while dead. I really wish I could do that, because it would be so fun to see what's happening here. Look at this now. Oh my, do you see that? That is just insane. Look at how many kills they actually gained from that. Bear in mind that the enemy is, of course, running around without that many shields, so they're probably going to be very easy to eliminate. I mean, it's just obvious, you know, if you don't have a shield, you're probably going to die very quickly as a result of, you know, being hit by a javelin or something like that. But yeah, it's just really cool to see that, actually. Really, really cool. And we're going to tell everyone to just charge in straight up. Alright, so I think a really nice thing for us to try out now is to actually play as a Vlandian knight, because personally I really love the faction of Vlandir. I think Vlandir is basically the spiritual successor to the Swadians and maybe the Rhodoks as well to a little extent, you know, kind of like a mashup of both factions. And I really like that. I think that's going to be really, really fun to see in the game itself. So we're actually going to take, I was going to say Swadian Knights. I was literally going to say Swadian Knights, but no. Not Swadian Knights, Vlandian Knights into the battle. And who are we going to fight against? Not entirely sure, to be honest, at this point. Maybe Sturgia? Let's have their Huskarls. So let's have a classic battle of Swadian Knights versus Nord Huskarls, because this is basically kind of like a similarity between the two. So let's try that out, shall we? Let's do that. 500 on each side. Let's have 250 soldiers in each row. And let's try it out. All right. So, ooh, this is nice. Okay, so I'm actually going to tell my guys to charge in because, come on, let's face it. We're going to need to charge these guys in. Let's tell them to, I don't even know, go into this formation. I have no idea. How is it going to go? Quite nicely. The initial charge, not too bad. We didn't really kill that many, unfortunately, on the first charge. And you can also obviously couch your lance as well by pressing X on the keyboard. I don't think it automatically does that anymore, unless you're using a lance specifically. But yeah, you can see here that it is just classic murder in every sense of the word. I would have thought that the Huskarls would be able to put up much more of a fight, but obviously they're not using formations right now as far as I'm aware. I don't think they are, at least. I think they are just literally straight up charging because the AI is, well, it's not going to be super good right now, is it? You know, it's a mod, after all, you know. It's not going to have the same sort of functionality at the moment because, of course, this is the beta as well. So it's not going to have the full functionality of the actual game when we actually get it. But yeah, you can see, look at how much damage we're actually dealing. That was a head hit right there. Did you see that? 590 damage from this speed. 347. No one's going to survive that. No one is going to survive that in a million years. That is absolutely insane. Really, really nice to see that the Vlandian Knights are just as powerful as, yes, as we thought they might be. But yeah, what we do have to try out, though, is a classic matchup. And the classic matchup is going to be the Empire's Cataphract units up against Battania's Fian units. Because here's the age-old, you know, the age-old kind of, you know, archer versus cavalry. Who's going to win? But the thing is that the Empire's Cataphract units, as far as I am aware, do not have shields, or they are not allowed to use shields with their polearms, because their polearms are, well, they are two-handed ones. You can't use them with a shield. So this is going to be quite interesting to find that out. So we are going to be on the side of the Empire, and we will be playing as the Cataphract units, because I've only won every single one of these fights, so it would be quite fun to see if we can actually lose one. And we will play Cataphract. There we go. And Battania will be playing with the Fian troops. There we go. All right, let's see how that goes. I'm very excited to see, even though I will probably die very fast. So let's tell my people to charge in. Let's see. I think this is pretty good. And they're not killing us yet. I'm actually kind of surprised that they didn't kill any of us in their initial volleys. because I would have expected them to be able to do that. So it seems like cavalry is still... Oh, no, they're coming back. They're coming back a little bit. Bear in mind that it is actually going to be quite difficult. It doesn't seem like you can couch with this. As you can see, I'm actually pressing X right now, and I cannot couch this particular lance. So it seems like it is because it is a two-handed, you know, it is a two-handed lance, so not able to do that. But you can see that in general, I actually don't know what is actually happening here. But I gotta say that I am very much encouraged by the large battle size, and you can see my FPS in the top right corner. Bear in mind that my PC is fine, you know, it's not going to be over the you know, overly powerful or anything like that. My graphics card is pretty old, so that might be contributing to the FPS as well as the game not being fully optimized just yet. But bear in mind that we're playing with 1,000 units. 1,000 units on the battlefield, and they're all fighting at the same time. They're all shooting arrows, they're all riding horses and so on and so forth. They all have their own AI and everything, and that is a wonderful testament to the work that Tailworlds has done on the new engine, because it has taken them a long time to construct this engine all the way from scratch. And this is exactly what it's for. It's to make it so that you can have these really large battles and, you know, actually have these epic sieges and crazy things happening. And that's exactly the reason why I'm actually even able to run this. I mean, and you can see here right now, it's actually at a constant 60. It's at a constant 60. Bear in mind that I do have VSync on for the sort of cinematic effect, because obviously if you have VSync off, you're going to have some screen tearing, or at least I'm going to have some screen tearing, and you're probably going to be seeing that in the video as well, and I didn't really want that, but you're probably going to be able to get a little bit more performance if you don't have VSync on. So, you know, there's also that. So I could technically maybe get another 5 or 10 FPS from that as well. But that's the point. I feel like it's very well optimized so far. For 1,000 units in Warband, I can barely have over 300. So you can basically put that into perspective. If I have over 300, then the game starts to get choppy, starts to get a little bit stuttery, and I feel like they've done a really good job. And there you go. That's the Cataphracts, I think, ending up losing that battle. They did, I think, end up losing it, even though they started off actually quite good. But yeah, they eventually did take quite a bit of extra damage. We haven't seen any of the Khuzait Khanate, have we? So we probably want to see... do we want to see some of their archers or some of their cavalry? Let's go for their cavalry, I guess. Let's do that. Khuzait Khanate, Lancer, there we go. And then we can also do... Who else haven't we seen? We've seen Sturgia, haven't we? Yeah, we saw their Huskarls, but we haven't seen their cavalry. Speaking of cavalry, we haven't seen Battania's cavalry, and personally I'm quite excited about Battania in general, so I'd like to see their cavalry in action. So let's have a look at the Khuzait Khanate's cavalry against the Battanians' cavalry. This is probably not going to work out too well for the Battanians, let's face it. I think that the Khuzait Khanate has much better cavalry in almost every way. So let's just charge in right here. I can lance, as you can see, there's actually an icon in... I can couch lance, shall we say. There's actually an icon down at the bottom right there that indicates whether you are couching the spear or lance that you currently have. So you can see here that I can switch between it. I'm pressing X right now. You can see it right there, changing to indicate what is, you know, what is happening with that, which I think is really cool. I like that. I like that a lot because, you know, in Warband, it is, you know, you can see that you're doing it, but sometimes it takes a little bit of time to register because you have to actually see yourself moving the lance down rather than knowing exactly what's going on. Did you see that guy? He got killed off his horse and then he was in the air basically. He got killed off his horse, like literally off his horse. That is really fun. I think all of the animations that we're going to see as well are going to be extremely satisfying. When it's not happening to us, that is. When it's not happening to you or me, yeah, that's probably going to be really fun to see. Wow, yeah, I'm taking good damage. I'm taking some good damage. And I think they've done a pretty nice job. If this actually stays the way that it is right now, the battle log being on the right side of the screen, I think that actually helps us quite a bit to see exactly what's going on and everything, because you've got to bear in mind that our orders are going to be on the left side. So if we had the combat log in the same place as we do in Warband, probably going to be a little bit spammy. But now that it's on the right side and they've shrunk it down on quite a bit, you're going to be able to see much easier exactly what's going on. And these are all the commands as well, by the way, so you can see that you have stop. You can go for fall back, advance, retreat, etc., etc. Really, really cool to see all those. Then you also have face enemy, which I think is really cool. So you can also do that. Face direction, face enemy. Then you also have, obviously, you have line. So you can go for line, shield wall, loose formation, circle, square, and so on and so on. Then what else do you have here? You have fire at will. You can tell them to hold fire. And then you can tell them to fire at will, so there's only 2 options for that, which is perfectly fine. And then you have F5 doesn't apparently do anything, so F6 is command, but obviously we don't have anything right that for the moment, and F7 is all about transferring units. So you can see that I can actually transfer units. I have no idea what this actually does. It seems like it transfers it to an additional army group? Yeah, look at that. I think it transfers it to an additional army group. Maybe? Not entirely sure about that, but that seems really, really fun. We won that very easily, as we could no doubt tell. So if there is anything that you actually want to see, then by all means let me know, because I think it could be really fun to try this out a little bit more, a little bit further. And we're going to try out our last little battle here is going to be between Azarai and who else? Sturgier, I guess, and we'll go for their berserker kind of units, I guess, and we'll see how that goes. Because Mamluks are going to be really, really powerful, so I'm not entirely sure if they... this cannot be couched either. This cannot be couched, so this is going to be quite interesting to see. Let's go for this. And these guys have two-handed axes, really, really large two-handed axes, and you can see here that the Mamluks are absolutely slaughtering them. But bear in mind that if at some point these guys actually get one of our guys off their mount, or they swing at them as they pass by, they're going to do so much damage. It really is going to be a crazy, crazy amount of damage. So, as I said, if you want to see any particular battle, if you want to see a particular faction against another particular faction, but bear in mind that I can only use one unit type each side. So I can't have Mamluks with archers on one side and then, berserker kind of units with, archers or cavalry on the other side. It just won't work. So, yeah. Anything else apart from that, then by all means let me know down in the comments. And otherwise, if you'd just like to see me messing around in this mod some more, then you can also let me know that in the comments. But otherwise, if you'd like to try it out yourself and you have access to the beta, then you can also download the mod in the description. And so it seems like the Mamluks have achieved victory, and that will be it from me. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.